Very good morning. Welcome back to the class. In the last class, we have seen some concepts, minors and cofactors. That concept we saw in the last class. Now, we are going to see the last problem of this exercise. Last problem of this particular exercise. Problem is very easy and nothing to solve here. Very easy to mark a tick. But here, if you listen with the full concentration for 5 minutes, I will explain the concept. What is the concept behind this? If you understand that concept, further exercise or some concepts are there. Those concepts become easy. Okay? So, listen for 5 minutes very carefully. Okay? Without getting your concentration diverted. Concentrate more. Just 5 minutes. You understand the concept. Right? So here is the question. If delta equal to something is there and capital Aij is the cofactors of Aij, okay, means A11, cofactor is capital A11, like that. Then value of delta is, if you expand this one, which one will come? Okay, which one will come? Now what I am doing? We can expand the determinant by using any row or any column we have learned. Right? We can expand the determinant by using any row or any column. Right? So what I am doing, listen for 5 minutes with full concentration. You can understand the concept. Otherwise, very confusion. I am going to expand this determinant by using first row. How to expand this by using first row? A11, A12, A13. Okay. Very beginning concept. How to expand determinant? Very beginning concept. Okay. A11, A12, A13. Right? Into A11, where is A11? First row, first column. Remove. For the remaining part, determinant. A22, A23, A32, A33. Okay? Next. A12, where is A12? Here. Second column, first row. Remove it. For the remaining part, determinant. Determinant of A21, A23, A21, A23. A31, A33, A33, right? Next A13, where is A13? First row, last column, remove it. For the remaining part, determinant. A21, A22, A21, A22, A31, A33. Okay? When I explained this concept in the beginning, I told how to expand this one means here -1 whole power 1 plus 1, -1 whole power 1 plus 2, -1 whole power 1 plus 3. I told like this. I told like that. Whether you remembered or not, I don't know. I told like that. You can refer the previous videos, you will find this one. 1 plus 2, 3. 1 plus 3, 4. Okay? Right? Now what I am doing? A11 I keep as it is. A11 I keep as it is. Did you see at anywhere, at any time this one? Yes, we saw just now here. Not like that. I am not asking like that. This is the cofactor of capital A11. Cofactor of the element small a11. How to find, for example, 2, 3, 5, 7, 6, 1, 5, 2, minus 1 is cofactor of 2. How to find? Equals to -1 whole power. This number address is A11, 1 plus 1 into M11. Isn't it? minus 1 whole square m11. How to find m11? M11 means remove this row, remove this column. Why? Because we are finding cofactor of 2. Remove this row, remove this column. For the remaining part, determinant. Right? Same thing is here. A11 keep as it is. Remaining part, this is minus 1 whole power something, minus 1 whole power something into determinant. This one can be written as this is A11. First row, first column, element cofactors. Right? So this one can be written as A11 plus minus 1 whole power 3. Minus 1 whole power 3. Minus 1 whole power 3 in the sense minus A1, sorry, this plus keep as it is. This plus keep as it is. A12 keep as it is. A12 keep as it is. This complete part is A12. That complete part is A12. I did not expand this one. This round part became A11. This round part became A12. A13 keep as it is. A13 keep as it is. This round part becomes A13. This is the value of determinant. This is the value of determinant. If we expand the determinant by using first row, still how many methods are there? By using second row we can expand, by using third row we can expand, first column, second column, third column we can expand. Right? So which one they gave among these four? By using first row we got. Is this answer do we have here? Let us see. A11, A11. Yes it is. A11, A11. A12, A12. A12, A12 is not there. Not there. A12, A21 is there. A11, A11 is A11, A11 is there. Yeah. A12, A12 not there. So means this determinant they did not expect. They did not expand. Not expect. They did not expand by using first row. They have expanded by using maybe second row, maybe third row, maybe first column, maybe second column, maybe third column. We don't know. That we have to find out. How to find out in the easiest way? Observe carefully. Trick I am telling. The trick I am telling. 11, 11, 12, 12, 13, 13 should be there. Same number should be there. Whatever the number is here, same number. Whatever number is here, same number. Whatever number is here, same number should be there. That is the answer. Now try. 11, 31. My God. Crime it is. It is not a mistake, it is crime. 11, 11. Achha, something is better. 12, 21. My God. Wrong. 21, 11. Crime. 11, 11. Yes. 21, 21. Yes. 31, 31. Yes, correct. Can anybody guess? Can anybody guess by using which row or which column they expand? I decided that fourth one is the answer. Can anybody guess by using which row or which column they expand? Very simple. See, A11, A21, A31. A11, A21, A31. By using first column they expanded. That's it. Sir, what about these things, remaining things? That will be 0. That will be 0. Look at here, very carefully, very carefully. A11, A12, A13. This is the first row. First row. Cofactors of second row you have taken, for example. Capital A21, capital A22, capital A23. Answers A11, A12, A13, A13. Third row cofactors you have taken. Cofactors of third row you have taken. Capital A31, capital A32, capital A33. Answer 0. Right? For example, first column you have taken. First column A11, A12, A11, A21, A31. A11, A21, A31 you have taken. A11, A21, A31 you have taken. Capital A11, capital A21, capital A31 if you take, then you will get the expansion of this determinant. Okay, same cofactors if you take, you will get the answer. If we take other column cofactors, capital A12, capital A22, capital A32, you will get it. Understanding the concept? That's it. Same rows, same, this row you have taken, same cofactors if you take, you will get the answer for the determinant. If you take this row, same cofactors you have to take, then you will get the answer. Like this you have to take. If you want to take this row and take the same cofactors for this row and multiply like this and sum like this, you will get the answer. I already explained this concept a bit, right? So if you take like this, it will be 0. Okay, na? Minors and cofactors concept is not completely over. This exercise is finished. In the next exercise, continuation of this one will come. Minors, cofactors. Next concept will be adjoint of the matrix. Next concept will be we have to find the values of x, y and z. They will give system of linear equations. From that we have to find x, y, z values. Solve the equations. They give the question like that. They give the question like solve the equations. Concept is very easiest concept. Very slowly you have to solve the problems. Then only you get the accurate answer. If you do a bit fast, then also you get the answer, but that will be 100% wrong. The question is 2 plus 1 in the question paper. In your answer sheet, if you write 2 plus 1, then you will get the answer 3. One student has written, in the question paper 2 plus 1 is there, one student has written 2 minus 1. He also gets the answer, but that is wrong. Why it is wrong? Why? Because we asked 2 plus 1. You have written 2 minus 1. As per you, 2 minus 1 equal to 1 is correct. But as per us, we asked 2 plus 1, we did not ask 2 minus 1. So, if you don't solve the question a bit slow, if you go a bit fast, chances are there to make a mistake in system of linear equations. Now, even adjoint of the matrix also. From here after, a bit slow we have to solve. Anyhow, in the main examination, many questions will not be there from this chapter. Very few questions will be there. One 5 marks question fixed on this concept, on system of linear equations concept. Solve the equations concept. On this concept, one 5 marks question fixed. Solve a bit slow. Instead of solving that particular question in 3 minutes or 4 minutes, take it 5 minutes. That's it. 1 minute extra. But solve a bit slow. Definitely get the accurate answer. Okay. Now let us see the next concept. The next concept is adjoint of a matrix. Adjoint of a matrix. Adjoint. Adjoint of a matrix. Okay, there is definition for this. Adjoint of a square matrix A. Adjoint of a square matrix A is defined as the transpose of the matrix capital Aij. Transpose of the matrix capital Aij, where capital Aij is the cofactor of Aij. Is the cofactor of Aij. Adjoint of a square matrix capital A is defined as the transpose of the matrix Aij, where 2ij is the cofactor of Aij. In general, difficult to understand if I write like this. If I solve one question, you can understand very clearly. Nothing is there in this. Very simple concept. Very simple concept. I will explain by using one example. 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, minus 2, 1, 0, 1, 0. For example, this is the given matrix. Okay? I am going to find adjoint of a matrix. Before going to find adjoint of a matrix, I will find the cofactors for all these things. For 2, 3, 1, 1, minus 2, 1, 0, 1, 0, 3, 3, 3. Cofactors. How to find cofactors for 2? Minus 2 into 0, 0, 0, minus 1, minus 1. Into minus 1 whole power something is there that I will tell. Wait. Next, cofactor of 3. How to find cofactor of 3? 0 minus 0, 0. For 1, shall I write that one also? That is better. Minus 1, 0. Minus 1 whole power. This is A11, 1 plus 1, 2. Pattern shape, that is very better. That is very easy. Very easy. For these, sign will change. For this, sign will change. Wherever you are taking 3, their sign will change. What is there? 0 is there. Leave it. 1, 1, 1. For this, negative sign. Minus 2, 1, minus 2. For this, negative sign. 0, 1, 0. Here, that's it. Now forget about that minus 1 whole power something concept. Okay? For 1, how to find out? 1 into 1, 1 minus 0, 1. Next for this one. Remove this row, remove this column. 0 minus 1, minus 1. Okay now? Next for minus 2. Remove this row, remove this column. 0 minus 0, 0. For this one, remove this row, remove this column. 2 minus 0. 2 minus 0. Okay? 2 minus 0, 2. Already minus is there, it becomes minus 2. For 0, remove this row, remove this column. 3 minus 3 plus 2. For this 0, 3 ones are 3, minus 2. Means 3 plus 2 means 5. For 1, remove this row, remove this column. 2 minus 1, 1. 0, remove this row, remove this column. Minus 4, minus 3, minus 7. These are the cofactors for this matrix, for all these elements. Okay? Then we can write like this. Minus 1, 0, 1. 1, minus 1, 0, 1. 1, 0, minus 2. 1, 0, minus 2. 5 minus 1 minus 7. Adjoint of a square matrix. For this square matrix, adjoint is defined as transpose of the matrix Aij. Transpose of this matrix is adjoint. It is denoted by adjoint A. No need to call it as edge A. It is adjoint A only. But while writing, we write like this. Adjoint A equal to transpose of this one. How to find transpose? Did you remember? Forgot? Remember or forgot? Transpose. First row becomes first row. Second row becomes second row. Third row becomes third row. This is adjoint A. This is adjoint A. Now read the definition. See this one. You will understand more clearly. Adjoint of a square matrix A is adjoint of a square matrix A is defined as the transpose for which? Transpose of the matrix. Which matrix? capital Aij cofactors. What is capital Aij means? Cofactor of all the elements. Okay, transpose for this one. Okay, now right, this is called adjoint of the matrix. Next, there is one theorem. Theorem is there. If capital A, B, any given square matrix, any given square matrix of order n, then A into adjoint A into A equal to determinant A into I, where I is the identity matrix of order n. Where I is the identity matrix of order n. Where I is the identity matrix of order n. That is the I2 means second order identity matrix. I3 means third order identity matrix. I4 is not here. In the theory syllabus it is not there. For JEE levels we get. Okay? So no need to take attention for that. I2, I3 means that I2 means identity matrix, I3 also identity matrix only. I2 means second order, I3 means third order, right? Now let us prove this one. Let us prove this solution. Prove. Let the capital A equals to A11, A12, A13, A21, A22, A23, A31, A32, A3. Can anybody guess what is adjoint? Just now I told you. Can anybody guess what is adjoint? This is capital A11. Now can anybody guess what is next element? What is next element? Capital A 1 2. Next capital A 1 3. Correct? Correct or wrong? Then what is correct? Sir, we are writing cofactors for that one. What is the definition of adjoint of the matrix A? Write the cofactors and transpose it. Okay now? So A11, A12, A13, A21, A22, A23, A31, A32, A33. For this transpose, that is adjoint of the matrix A. What is the transpose for this one? Right? First column. A11, A11, A12, A13. Second row is second column. A21, A22, A23. Third row is third. A31, A32, A3. This is called adjoint of the matrix A. This is called adjoint of the matrix A. Directly we cannot take, we have to take the transpose compulsory. Transpose compulsory. Okay. So directly we cannot write A11, A12, A13, A21, A22, A23. See the definition of adjoint matrix, then you will understand more clearly. Right? Okay. Now yeah, we have to prove adjoint A into A into adjoint A. So I am taking this one. This is somewhat a bit easy to find out. Otherwise this one, anything you can take. I will take this one. A into adjoint equals to what is A? A11, A12, A13, A21, A22, A23, A31, A32, A33 into simple multiplication. What is that? See, concept is easiest one only. Only thing is, if you just concentrate, it will become more easy. Very big welcome. Before going to write it, instead of writing that much lengthy, let us be a bit tricky, smart. Let us do smart simplification, right? A11, A11 plus A12, A12 plus A13, A13. What can we write? That is the value of determinant of this one. That is the value of determinant of this one, right? In the last exercise, the last question I explained that only. Here it will be helpful. Here it will be helpful. See, A11, A11, 11, 11, 12, 12, 13, 13. So we don't get 0. We get the determinant of this value. Determinant of this matrix we get. Where we get? Here. If you multiply 3 by 3 matrix and 3 by 3 matrix, what is the answer? This answer also 3 by 3 matrix only. That answer also 3 by 3 matrix only. Here one element, here. 3 by 3 matrix. Right? So first row, first column, if you multiply, we get determinant A. First row, second column. 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 1, 3, 2, 3. 0. First row, last column. 1, 1, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 3, 3, 3, 0. Second row, first column, if you multiply 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 3, 1, 3, 0. Here, second row, second column, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 3, yeah. Same numbers, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 3. Determinant A, that is determinant of the given matrix. If it is delta, then determinant of delta. If it is A, determinant of A. Coming to this one, second row, third column, see, 2, 1, 3, 1, 2, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 0, 0, 0, 0. You can check this also 0, this also 0, we get. Let us see this one. Last row, last row. 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3, delta A, sorry, determinant of A. Okay? What I am doing, I am taking determinant of A common. 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1. Scalar multiplication of a matrix in the beginning of the matrix chapter 2, very beginning. I mean, after completion of addition of two matrices, scalar multiplication concept was there. We can take common. If you multiply with delta A, if you multiply with determinant A, what we get? Determinant A into 1, determinant A. Determinant A into 0, 0 is there. Determinant A into 0, 0 is there. Determinant A into 0, 0 is there. Determinant A into 1, determinant A is there. You can check. So we can take determinant A common. Determinant A common equals to determinant A into I. This is identity matrix. This is identity matrix. So A into adjoint key. Similarly, adjoint A into A. Adjoint A into A equals to delta A into I. Delta A into I. Right? Therefore, final step. Therefore, the same thing. A into adjoint A equals to adjoint A into A equals to determinant of A into I. Remember, this is CET formula also. A into adjoint A equals to adjoint A into A equals to determinant of A into I. That is CET formula also. Right? Remember these two steps. For next theorem it will be helpful. It will be helpful means not to confuse. Right? I will keep these two as it is. Adjoint of a matrix means it is only for square matrices, not for all matrices. Adjoint of a matrix. That's why the definition starts with the phrase square matrix. Okay, you can see the definition of adjoint of a matrix. It starts with the phrase square matrix. Okay. Next theorem is there. One theorem is there in non-singular matrices. Yes, here I have to explain one more concept. Very simple concept. Very simple. Singular and non-singular matrices. Singular and non-singular matrices. Singular and non-singular matrices. A square matrix A is said to be singular if delta A equal to 0. If delta A not equal to 0, then that is not non-singular. That's it. If a square matrix A A square matrix A is said to be singular if determinant A equals to, okay, a square matrix A is said to be non-singular if determinant A is not equal to 0. Few students are in confusion to remember this definition. Definition they are not going to ask. Singular means determinant A equal to 0 or determinant A not equal to 0. Non-singular means determinant A equal to 0 or determinant A not equal to 0. Very simple trick I will tell. Non-singular not equal to 0. Non-singular means not equal to 0. You can remember in that way. Non-singular not equal to 0. Singular equal to 0. There are two things. Remember, automatically another one will come. Non-singular means not equal to 0. Okay? Right. This is one concept. If capital A is a singular matrix, then find the value of x. The question will be like that. Capital A is a singular matrix. 2, 3, 5, 1, 6, 7, x, 9, 2. E is a singular matrix. If it is a singular matrix, then find the value of x. Then what we have to do? We have to take determinant equal to 0. Then solve, expand it, you will get x. Okay? Next concept is there. Next one small theorem. Without proof they gave. If A and B are non-singular matrices, not equal to 0. If A and B are non-singular matrices, then matrices of same order, then AB and BA are also non-singular matrices of same order. A is non-singular, B is non-singular, then AB is also non-singular, BA is also non-singular. That is one theorem. Proof is not given in textbook itself, so you don't take any tension. Remember that. Another theorem is also there. That is also proof is not there. Determinant of AB can be written as determinant A into determinant B. Determinant A into determinant B. Determinant of AB equal to determinant A into determinant B. What is the theorem? The determinant of the product of the matrices is equal to product of their respective determinants. That is this one, where A and B are square matrices of the same order. For example, the question will be capital A equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, capital B equal to 1 minus 1, 0, 2. Find the determinant of AB is the question. Okay. There are two ways to find out this one. Determinant of AB means you have to find out AB first, then determinant of AB. That is one method. Another method is find out determinant of A, find out determinant of B, multiply both. Instead of multiplying, finding determinant A is easy, finding determinant B is easy, multiplying two numbers is more easy. Right? So that's why the concept is there. Remember that determinant of AB equals to determinant A into determinant B. Next, let us see one remark. Remark is there. There is one remark. If capital A is a square matrix, square matrix of order n, then determinant of adjoint A equals to delta A power n minus 1 equal to delta A power n minus 1. Okay? Delta A power n minus 1. Let it be like this one. Solution for this. It is a problem come, theorem come, remark. We know that adjoint A into A equal to adjoint A into A equal to what we know adjoint A into A. Sometime back we have proved adjoint A into A equal to determinant of A. Determinant of A into I will write here only otherwise. Why to write there? Determinant of A into I. Okay, now just sometime back we have proved here itself. Right? Adjoint A into A equal to determinant of A into I. Right? Determinant of A into I in the sense determinant A 0, 0, 0, determinant 0, 0, 0, determinant. I am taking determinant on both sides for this. Okay? Determinant of adjoint A into A equals to determinant for this. Determinant A 0, 0, 0, determinant A 0, 0, 0, determinant A. That is a matrix, this is a determinant. I want to show the difference between these two. That's why I kept that simplification as it is. This is in the form of determinant of A into B. This is in the form of determinant of A into B. Just some time back I have shown determinant of AB equal to determinant of A into determinant of B. What is A? Adjoint A. What is B? A. right, equals to. Here we cannot take delta A, sorry, determinant A common from complete determinant. Det A common we cannot take. We can take det A common from first row, det A common from second row, det A common from third row. Did you remember this type of simplification? We did already. 3 common from first row, 4 common from second, A common from first row, B common from second row, C common from third row. Remember, A plus 1, some 1, 1, B plus 1, 1, C plus 1. How we did A common from first row? A common from first row, B common from second row, C common from third row, A, B, C common. That's it. We did not take A common from complete determinant. This is a matrix. You can take determinant A common from complete matrix. But in determinants, row wise, otherwise column wise, taking A common from first column, taking B common from second column, taking C common from third column, taking X common from second row, Y common from first row, that is possible. From complete determinant X common, it should be there. It should be there, then only it is possible. Here X, then X common from first row, X common from second row, X common from third row. It becomes X into X into X. 3 times X we have right outside. X into X into X. It becomes X cube. Right? So here what I am doing? Taking delta A common from first row. It went out to 0, 0. From second row, delta A common 0, it became 1, it became 0. Delta A common from third row, it became like this, totally delta A whole cube. So determinant of adjoint A into det A equal to determinant of A whole cube. If you find determinant for identity matrix, it will be 1. If you find determinant for identity matrix, it will be 1. So, leave this one, leave it. Coming to this one, determinant of equals to determinant A whole cube. If you simplify, we get this determinant A whole square. But what is there, what we got? Determinant of adjoint A equal determinant A whole power n minus 1 is there. Where n is the order of the matrix. Here what we have taken, what is the order for this one? 3 by 3, it is 3. Here n equal to, if n equal to 3, 3 minus 1, 2, that's what we got. Okay? Actually, here remark is in general it is. In general, here I am going to change like this. That is the thing we have to do, that only we have to do. In general, we can write like that. In general, we can write like this. If A is a square matrix of order n, then determinant of adjoint A equal to det A power n minus 1. We can write like that in general. Particular case means this is the thing, right? Here one more theorem is there, but proof is not necessary. Just remember very important, A inverse equal to 1 by determinant A into adjoint A. How to find the inverse of the given matrix means 1 by determinant A into adjoint A. Okay? 1 by determinant A into adjoint A. 30. we have to find the adjoint of the matrices. We can solve easily. Questions are not difficult. Adjoint of the matrix we have to find. So understood the difference between matrix simplification, determinant simplification. Matrix means, determinant means, right? Find the adjoint of each of the matrices. Find the adjoint of the following. The following matrices. First question 1, 2, 3, 4. I think, yeah. 1, 2, 3. Adjoint of the matrix we have to find. Adjoint of the matrix means, first of all, what we have to find? Cofactors of the elements. Let us find cofactors of elements. Solution. Cofactor. Cofactor of 1 equals to, first element. Cofactor of 2. Cofactor of 3. Cofactor of 4. That's it. Cofactor of 1, cofactor of 1. Minus 1 whole power 1 plus 1. Minus 1 whole power 1 plus 2. Minus 1 whole power 1 plus 3. 2 plus 1. Minus 1 whole power 2 plus 2. Sir, from where you got all these things? What is the address? I have told so many times. What is the address for this? A11, this one, A12, this one, A21, this one, A22. Minus 1 whole power 1 plus 1, minus 1 whole power 1 plus 2, minus 1 whole power 2 plus 1, minus 1 whole power 2 plus 2. Into. Determinant of. Remove first row, first column. First row, first column. What is the determinant of 4 is there, that's it. No need to write determinant again. Only one number is there. Why to write determinant? 2, where is 2? Here. Remove that one, remaining 3. 2 plus 1, 3, 1 plus 2, 3, whole minus 1, whole power odd number, it is negative. Into 3, where is 3 here? This row, this one, remove 2. 4, removed 1. That's it. Therefore, adjoint A equals to adjoint A equals to 4 minus 3. 4 minus 3 minus 2, 1. Whole transpose. Okay? Therefore, adjoint A equals to, first row becomes the first column, second row becomes the second column. This is the answer. Right? Can you try for 3 by 3 matrix? 1 minus 1, 2, 2, 3, 5. 2, 3, 5. Minus 2, 0, 1. Minus 2, 0. I will show just 2 lines. First of all, we have to find cofactor of 1. 1 minus 1. Remaining rows you finish. Minus 1 whole power 1 plus 1. Minus 1 whole power 1 plus 2. Minus 1 whole power 1 plus 3. First row, first column, first row, second column, first row, third column, A11, A12, A13, okay now? Into determinant of. 1, where is 1? Here. Remove first column. Remaining determinant 3501. Simplify. Where is -1? Here. Remove this row, this column. -1 is here. Remove this row, this column. 2, 5 minus 2, 1. Simplification. Remove this row, this column. 2, 3 minus 2, 0. Simplification. You will get all cofactors, then find transpose of that one. You will get adjoint of the matrix. Right? Thank you very much. Let us see in the next class. Okay? Very good questions, very simple questions, easiest questions, but a bit lengthy questions are there. In the next class, let us continue. Thank you very much.